Well, Merry Festivus, everyone, and welcome to The Guido Goes Off. Now, of course, Festivus, you have your unadorned aluminum pole, you have your feats of strength, you have the airing of grievances, and who better to join me in airing some grievances than the guy who pretty much restarted 2021 for the Midwest area, and he's not the only one who will tell you that. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, the notorious PT Beckham. PT, how's it going?
Man, Guido, I'm ready for Christmas to hit and get over with so we can get on with these shows again, man.
Yeah, I hear it.
Just running spits.
I mean, I hear you. I know a lot of promotions, taking a break, of course, with the holiday season. I just did the last CHWA show of the year. It was announced IEW's got their first show of the year set for January 22nd. And I understand that you are ending the year right as the WPW Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. It was my first one out in the independent scene. The first Heavyweight Championship I've won out in the Indies. And I beat Damian Blade and Alex Still, two tough opponents. Me and Damian Blade's been going at it all year long. So it felt good being able to put the end of 2021 on him and getting this belt. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I've worked hard. I've had a lot of uphill climbs, but I'm finally on top, and I'm on top. So I'm just going to try to keep that momentum rolling into other promotions.
Now, I mean, let's start things off. The beginning of the year, no shows going on. And you just decided pretty much, I'm going to cut promos. I'm going to put myself out there, and because eventually this whole thing's going to start up again, and I want to start off hot. And,
right.
The
work never stopped. Just because, there was some stuff going on, there was no shows, the work should never stop. You should always promote yourself and promote your brand. And me being in a place where I was this time last year, I had nobody wanting to work with me. No locker rooms was inviting me into their homes. Nobody wanted to work with PT Beckham because of we'll say, like, my reputation of not giving a shit and just always trying to promote my brand and my people. But yeah, I didn't stop. I didn't stop the hustle. I just kept going, and that's what I'm doing now. It's been real quiet. I mean, we were on this Christmas break, and people are being real quiet. And when it's real quiet, that's when I attack. That's when I strike. Because when no one's talking, I talk, and that's when people listen. I guarantee people listen. Sometimes just to hear me say something, they'll piss them off. They want me to say something, they'll piss them off. That's why they watch. So that's why I give them that gift of entertainment. Because I will say a lot of things I probably shouldn't say, but at the end of the day, it's all truth and facts, and that's why I'm here now. I'm here to speak some truth and some facts going into 2022, and to reflect a little bit on 2021, because I've had a hell of a 2021, and there ain't nobody out there that can deny that. You love me or hate me, you can't deny the record, 48-5. That's one of the best records in the Midwest. I don't know if anybody else keeps record of what they do, but I keep records of everything I do. I wrestled every weekend. From April 25th all the way until the beginning of November. And I took a month off because of a bad knee. And I ended up working the Izzy Blackwell Memorial Show as my first show back in a long weekend of 4 matches in 3 days. And that very last match in those 3 days, I won the WPW Heavyweight Championship. So it's all about the hustle and the grind. And there's a lot of people who don't want to do that these days. They want to sit back and just show up once a month. And they don't want to push shirts. They don't want to make videos. They don't want to speak about their brand. They don't want to get people invested. And that's all I'm about, is get these people invested. If that hurts people's feelings, I'm sorry. I'm all about the people. If the people want something, I'll give that to the people. So that's all I'll say to start this off. It's gonna be an entertaining show, Guido. I'm glad you have me on Christmas Eve or whatever. It might be Christmas Eve by now. I don't know. So what time is it? Midnight?
Let's see, here in the Central Time Zone as we're filming, 11:42. Oh, wait, hold on.
All right.
I keep forgetting that because this is kind of our Christmas show.
Oh, okay, we're getting festive.
Yeah, oh, yeah. The hat I got from Bo B. Craft's garage sale.
Well, I love it.
Oh yeah. No, for those who can't see, it's yeah, Happy Holidays WWE's. Yeah, try to break this out at least once a year. So.
Well, I'm glad you can break it out right now.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun. Now let's kind of break down some of the career highlights you've had in 2021. As you said, your record of 48-5. Of course, two reigns as CHWA's heavyweight champion. Of course, now ending it as the WPW heavyweight champion. You've actually branched out into Missouri as well as Illinois. So you've debuted in MMWA, Dynamo Pro, and PWE. A lot of more places. You've been getting your name out there, and I don't know if I know it's somewhere. If you look on I don't know if it's your Facebook page or what, but there was this very impassioned speech from one of the most respected men in this area, Ricky Cruz, about you. And I got when you look back at that, when you look back on your 2021, where we're all kind of getting back into the swing of things, we're finally able to do shows again. I mean, do you feel like you kind of kicked this whole area in the ass to get things rolling?
Yeah, I do. I do feel like that. Ricky Cruz, he's one of the most, he's the biggest top guy really here in the St. Louis area. The man travels to Puerto Rico couple times a month, wrestles over there, and then he comes home and he wrestles up in Chicago, and he travels all over, and he's never been pinned at MMWA in 11 years. And last year, that man didn't even know who I was. Last year, me and you did the Guido Goes Off. Is actually 2 days would be the anniversary. 2 days ago would have been that 1 year anniversary. Yeah. And I was just finally starting to talk my shit and get my name out there. Ricky didn't know me back then. Now Ricky's doing podcasts about me. Ricky turned his back on me at the last MMWA show. And he can talk about how, he's the man, and he's the man of the St. Louis area. Well, that just goes to show that he's threatened by me. I'm here to take his spot because it's a new year, new era for the Midwest scene. And it's not just happening at MMWA. There's other places where the younger generation is coming out and they're taking over promotions. Chris Cade, he's a heavyweight champion now. That's a guy that I came up with. Tommy Davis Jr., he's killing the game everywhere he goes. So a lot of these young guys coming up, man, we're all starting to come in as our own, and it's really a really fresh, breath of air for the Midwest scene. And that's all I wanted for 2021, and it's like mission accomplished. That's how I feel right now. Mission accomplished. Sky's the limit at this point. Ricky Cruz versus PT Beckham is starting off 2022. My match that I had last year in my head is one of my dream matches is happening, and it's happening for the WPW Heavyweight Championship. So, and we're not just wrestling there. We're also wrestling January 8th at MMWA in an 8-man tag match. And then also a Dynamo Pro where me and Ricky's going to be in the ring together. So it's kicking off the year with Ricky Cruz versus PT Beckham at 3 different promotions. It's kind of bringing back to old Damian Blade days where me and him were going everywhere, wrestling at, each other everywhere we went. Now I got to get through Ricky to get my hands on the MMWA Heavyweight Championship. That's something I'm going to do. I'm going to be the youngest heavyweight champion over there. So it's sky's the limit, Guido. Sky's the limit.
Well, like I said, you've accomplished so much in 2021, but 2022 looks like you can only go up. And like I said, you were talking about guys like Ricky Cruz, guys like Damian Blade, but at that time it was just talk. Now these guys are, it's not like you were talking then, like those guys were on a pedestal. But now you are in matches with them. I mean, heck, you've even got Ricky Cruz, Damian Blade, and Cayman forming up the Brotherhood. Almost in and that kind of formed up in your match. I mean, like you said, Ricky Cruz was your partner against the Reckoning, which is Damian Blade and Cayman. And it's like I said, it's like, yeah, these guys. I mean, it's like you're forcing these guys to get hungry again. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, Damian Blade's been on this show several times, and I've met Ricky Cruz in person. These are guys, these are veterans, but they're still hungry. They still want to entertain. What is it like going from, it's like you're, I don't know if people are familiar with the phrase tilting at windmills, to actually facing these guys, and it's something that's getting booked in so many promotions.
I predicted the future. It's all mindset. I mean, if you can think it here and have courage enough to speak it, it'll happen. And that's what I did. I spoke those words. I told everybody what was happening, and then it happened. Right now, it's Cruz versus Beckham, but there's a lot of names in 2022 that's been on my list for years, and I'm going to speak their names tonight, and hopefully it happens in 2022 because it's what the people want to see, and it's what should happen. And it's let's get people invested. This Midwest scene has been hot, man. There's been shows after shows been sold out, and I've been able to main event a lot of them, and I'm very blessed, and I'm very humbled by that experience. But 2022 is all about Beckham. Last year, I spent a lot of time, promoting my Brotherhood, a brand. I promoted a brand instead of my name. I was screaming 4 letters instead of screaming PT Beckham, and I'm not going to do that this year. They're where they need to be, and they're rising, and that's what I wanted to do. Mission accomplished with that, but now it's about PT Beckham. It's not about 4 letters. It's about PT Beckham, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my grind up and just do whatever I can to make sure that people know that I'm not just some bum kid with a sharp tongue. I talk the talk, but I back it up, and I've been saying that since day one. I back it up. So there's a lot of names on the list. I know that there's been some bad blood in the past, and I hate to say it, but war. I never got a chance with war. I don't care if it ever happened at IEW or MMWA or PWE or anywhere. WPW, Beckham versus War would sell out venues. I respect him. I would love to get in the ring with him. I have no problems. I just want to get there. He's been a guy I've been wanting to work for a long time. Beckham versus Warhorse. Warhorse is another guy that he got his big name by calling out Cody Rhodes. So what makes you think I'm not going to call out Warhorse and get a little rub off of it? You know what I'm saying? So Warhorse. I mean, them 2 guys right there, right off the bat. That's who PT Beckham's aiming for later down the line in 2022. And like I said, I'm speaking it now here on Christmas Eve, and by next Christmas Eve, PT Beckham will beat both of those guys.
Okay, so a couple of lofty statements, War and Warhorse. I mean, there's heck, you could always shoot for the moon and say, hey, why don't there's a lot of people from this area who have been getting picked up by the bigger names, by NWA, by AEW, given a shot. It's
right. Well, I mean, before a shot would be given, I'm here to fix this scene. I've been offered to work out of state a couple times over the last couple months, and I've actually turned them down because I'm going to really solidify this Midwest territory, this rich Midwest territory of the old school way, the one has this rich history with wrestling at the Chase and all that stuff. And wrestling is really big here in St. Louis. I'm here to save this place, man. I said that last year. Wanted to get people invested. I want to get the fans into it. And we've had nothing but sellout shows, so I swear to God that this scene right here is gonna be huge. All these promotions around here, I work at every single one of them except for a couple, and I swear by the end of this year I'm working all of them, and it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna get fans invested. That's my biggest goal, is to keep the fans invested. Keep the fans invested. Let's make this place big. I ain't got to go nowhere else to be big. I'm gonna be big here and make this place huge. That's my goal.
I mean, exactly. I mean, your star's basically just been rising, and you mentioned you're saying at the beginning of the year, you were carrying the banner of those 4 letters, and that's the thing. I've been doing shows with those 4 letters, and they've been selling out. There's the last 3 times I have been there. I've while we're discussing things, while the match card's getting put together, people are running back and saying, "We need more chairs. We need more chairs. Move stuff off of this. We need the chairs." Um, and that I think that says something. And don't get me. I mean, and Chris Exodus, the Godfather, those two have been working tirelessly, to the point where it's they're selling out. Um,
Hey, much respect to them guys. Those are my brothers. It was a joy to be able to take the CHWA Heavyweight Championship on the road, and it was the only belt from another promotion getting defended everywhere else. There was no other belt that was allowed to do that except for the CHWA Heavyweight Championship. And like I said, I defended it multiple times over the 7 months I held it. And it's been a lot of places it shouldn't have been. It's been at MMWA, it's been at PWE, it's been at IEW. It's been everywhere. And much respect to those guys over at CHWA. Like I said, there ain't no hate towards them, nothing but love. It's just now it's time to move on. They got some young guys over there in that locker room. They're really working hard, and they don't need old PT Beckham around, hanging around there, in the locker room. It's time for those younger guys over there to step up, and they have been. They've been selling out the joint. But I'm going to carry a flag on a whole new level. And like I said, I'm the first guy from CHWA to win heavyweight gold somewhere else, and I'm not going to stop there. And I'll always be a CHWA guy, always. But I'm not going to scream those 4 letters no more, because they're going to now it's up to them to carry that on. Me, I'm moving on. It's all about PT Beckham now.
all right, and onward and upward. I mean, like I said, this scene has grown this year. What?
One more.
Yeah, I think it needs a whole.
What's up?
This scene is. I mean, this wrestling in the Midwest. Because that was the thing. Last year, 2020, we were all quarantined. We were all locked down. We couldn't do anything. We couldn't. And that's the thing. People were latching on to something for entertainment, and that's the thing. Wrestling as a whole has grown by leaps and bounds this year, from the independent scene all the way up to the big 3-letter companies. It's it's and that's the thing is it was where we on the independent scene we're able to get it at a grassroots level, but we're giving people that excuse to to get out of the house again, to get together and have a good time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I still as a fairly a rookie in this business, I'm only about three and a half years. This is the most fun I've had this year in wrestling this year. And I can only assume that it's been like that, probably even to a grander scale for you, because you've grown, you've moved to other places, and you're holding championship gold in other places. People are taking chances on you, and so. I mean, other than trying to get some marquee matches together, what do you see for PT Beckham in 2022, and what do you want to see for yourself in 2022?
Well, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I want to keep collecting gold. I want to be able to be a top guy at different places, not different places, every place around here. I want to be at the top of the card. I want to be able to have places take chances on me, and see that I am business. I had said Beckham is business for the last year, and I've proved that. Every bit of what I've said, I've proved Beckham is business. I am the business. I'm a young up and coming guy that's who's been hungry for years. I'm finally getting fed, so now it's on me to carry this torch, carry this torch here, this heavyweight gold, and show people that I can put asses in seats, and I can work, and I know what I'm doing. So my goal 2022 is to collect belts, make money, and really build the legacy of PT Beckham, because I'm not going to do this forever. I'm not going to be around here forever. I'm not going to be a 40-year-old man working every week, and I'm not going to do that. I'm 33 years old now. I'm going to be settling down in the next year or two, and I really want to leave behind a legacy that'll put me up in a Midwest Hall of Fame, or really when people think back of PT Beckham, like, hey, that's that kid that saved 2000, saved wrestling after the pandemic. But I want to be beyond that. I want to be able to, like, oh, yeah, that's that kid who came from nothing, came from the gutter, came from CHWA, came from the backyard. Nobody wanted him in the locker room. He came back. He worked hard. He busted his ass. He said he did what he had to do. He talked shit just to get where he is, but he backed it up. And I want people to know that I fought, and I fought an uphill battle to get where I was. And so 2022, expect to see PT Beckham on every single flyer out there in the Midwest. Expect to see PT Beckham at the top of the card in every promotion in the Midwest, and expect PT Beckham to be in every marquee match in the Midwest. And like I said, I'm gunning for a couple people. They're on the list, but first I'm gonna get past Ricky Cruz and then go to Damian Blade and get that WPW Heavyweight Championship, and then it's on, and then it's on. I promise you, I'm gonna be traveling and hitting different promotions, and when you buy a ticket, you will see PT Beckham everywhere you go in the Midwest. You will never get tired of PT Beckham. I'll always keep it fresh, and I'll always keep talking shit, because you know why? At the end of the day, if you don't talk shit, then nobody knows what knows what you're gunning for. And me, closed mouths don't get fed. So Guido, I talk that shit, and then I back it up, and that's why I want people to remember PT Beckham as a man who can talk shit and back it up. I walk the walk. That's all I want everybody to know. I walk the walk. Prove me wrong.
Once again, I wish you the best of luck in 2022, and I'll be glad to see you. Maybe even work with you in a few dates. Who knows? In closing, what do you want to say to everybody?
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. PT Beckham will be back with some dope ass merch. Let's sell out every show like we used to. Come on, let's show up. Let's sell out these shows, and just basically be safe, and mask up, and let's be able to continue to have these shows, because I know that the numbers are rising as we speak, and let's just stay safe so we can continue these shows. Like, if we don't stay safe, then everything I just said don't mean nothing. I can't go out and entertain you if we don't have any shows. I can do it from my news feed, but I can't do it in person. That's what it's all about, spectator support. Let's get out there. Let's make some money. Let's entertain. Let's invest in this business. I just want to be business, all business. So to the fans, keep coming. Keep showing your support. I won't let you down. To the other workers, the other wrestlers in the area, big two of these to y'all, because PT Beckham's coming. So don't get butthurt. So it's happening. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. 2021 was just the side dish. Now I'm ready for the main course.
Well, once again, like I say, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you as well. If I don't talk to you, I'll look forward to seeing you in 2022. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, reigning WPW Heavyweight Champion PT Beckham, frequent guest on the show, and honestly, it never gets old. You've been on this show, I want to say 4, maybe 5 times this year, and every time, it's always something new, it's something exciting. So once again, wish you the best of luck in 2022. Probably will see you at some of these shows, and we're looking forward to seeing what not only for PT Beckham but wrestling as a whole gets to look forward to in 2022. So for Pete, that's I think going to do it for our Festivus. Now Christmas Eve show, as it is as we were filming, it is just after midnight. Once again, for PT Beckham, how can fans chat with you? Anything you want to plug on social media? I mean, you said WPW show January 8th? Is that correct?
Yep. No, that's MMWA.
Okay.
MMWA, and then we got Dynamo Pro January 12th, And then we've got WPW February 6th, I think. I'll have to check that date. I know it's February 6th or February 8th. My bad. All these shows come in. You know what I'm saying? I got all these bookings coming in. So just check the PT Beckham page. I'm on there every other day posting some shit, and everybody likes my little juicy insights on the wrestling business. So the flyers are up there, and you can reach out to me on the PT Beckham page if you want merch. Any questions, anything, shout outs, any kind of stuff y'all want, I'm there. Yeah, hit me up.
All right. Well, once again, thank you, PT, for dropping by here on the Guido Goes Off. And once again, thank you everybody for joining us. And once again, we all hope you have a Merry Christmas. So until next time, I'm for PT Beckham. I am the Guido, and I think we're done here.